Just imagine the feeling of discovering that, deep in the cosmic vastness, far beyond our solar system, there is an entire planet made of diamonds, or at least, with an interior made of enormous quantities of this precious stone. It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But it's real. Ever since this news reached us, astronomers from all over the world have been amazed and eager for more information about this brilliant and mysterious celestial body. Today, we're going to dive deep into this fascinating subject, exploring the unique composition of this exoplanet, the details of its orbit, and the importance of this discovery for science. Stay until the end because you won't believe some of the insane characteristics of this world of diamonds, and I warn you, it's not just a cosmic curiosity, but a true milestone in understanding how surprising the universe that surrounds us can be. This planet, named by scientists as 55 Cancri e, orbits a star similar to the Sun, in the constellation Cancer, about 40 light-years from here. This means that, if we traveled at the speed of light, it would still take us 4 decades to get there. Just looking at this data, we realize how vast and mysterious the cosmos is. But the most impressive thing is that this exoplanet is not only rocky, like Earth, but appears to have a fundamentally different chemistry. Analyses indicate that its interior is extremely rich in carbon, and part of it is in the form of diamond, the same crystal that we admire so much in expensive jewelry. To top it all off, its surface may also have areas covered in graphite, also made of carbon, reinforcing this precious aspect of the place. The researchers reached this conclusion based on detailed measurements of mass, radius, and other properties obtained by telescopes and high-precision instruments. Curiosity grows when we look at the comparison with our planet. The radius of 55 Cancri e is approximately twice that of Earth, while its mass is about 8 times greater. In terms of chemical structure, while Earth is rich in oxygen and has very little carbon, less than 1 part in 1,000 of our mass, 55 Cancri e is exactly the opposite, being a highly carbonized world. This difference makes scientists rethink many of the hypotheses about planetary formation, as we used to believe that planets similar to Earth would follow the same basic recipe of composition. But the discovery proves that there is no single pattern in the universe. Out there are truly exotic combinations. Another shocking fact about 55 Cancri e is the impressive speed with which it completes an orbit around its star. While here on Earth a year has 365 days, there, the year lasts only 18 hours. This means that it makes a complete tour around its star in less than 1 Earth day. This insane orbital speed is also associated with extremely high temperatures, estimated at around 2,150 degrees Celsius on the surface. In fact, the heat is so extreme that there is no possibility of liquid water or any form of life similar to what we know. It is practically a cosmic oven, covered in diamonds. But don't be fooled. Even if it were full of this precious stone, it would not be a desirable vacation trip. In such absurd temperatures, nothing survives as we imagine, not to mention that the atmosphere must contain extremely toxic elements. According to studies published in the Astrophysical Journal Letters, at least 1/3 of the planet's entire mass may be composed of diamond. To make it clearer, if we add up all this crystallized carbon, the amount in value would exceed something in the region of $26.9 nonillion, a number so gigantic that it is difficult to even write. However, don't get too excited about the idea of commercially exploring this extraordinary world. In addition to the enormous distance, the reality is that we don't have the technology to mine diamonds in an environment with temperatures of over 2,000 degrees. And, even if it were possible, the logistics of crossing 40 light-years would be surreal, requiring advances in space engineering that today seem like something out of science fiction movies. What makes it all the more intriguing is that this discovery helps prove a theory that scientists have been holding for some time, that rocky planets composed mostly of carbon could exist out there. Earth is fundamentally different, as all of our biodiversity and the chemical reactions that made life possible are based on the abundant presence of water and oxygen. In 55 Cancri e, the story is different. Not only is this planet too close to its star, experiencing intense radiation and heat, but it also probably has no liquid water anywhere. And this reinforces that, when looking at the universe, we cannot base ourselves solely on our home to imagine what is possible or not. Each discovery like this opens up a range of questions and possibilities about what else we can find in this ocean of stars. The astronomers involved in this research, including Nikki Madhusudhan of Yale University and Kanani Lee, a geologist and co-author of the study, point out that, unlike stars, which have a relatively well-understood pattern, we know that their basic structure and history are defined by factors such as mass and age. Planets are extremely complex. It is not simply a matter of being born from the same disk of cosmic dust around a star. Local chemistry and conditions can produce worlds that are incredibly different from each other. This is why 55 Cancri e has earned the nickname Diamond Planet. It is a super-Earth that looks almost nothing like the Earth we know. And this difference opens the door to imagining the infinite variations of possible worlds, with corrosive atmospheres, oceans of lava, crystallized cores, and who knows how many other scenarios that we have not yet been able to conceive. And speaking of unusual scenarios, the constellation of Cancer, which before might have seemed like just a discrete in our skies, has become a place of pure scientific curiosity. After all, 55 Cancri e is one of the 5 exoplanets of this distant star, which leads us to wonder if other planets may also hold exotic secrets. Even though many say that astronomers are always with their heads in the stars, the truth is that each discovery like this brings us closer to better understanding our position in the cosmos and, who knows, finding conditions similar to those on Earth somewhere else in the universe. If there is a diamond planet out there, what else could be hiding in the vastness of space? Obviously, this type of news also sparks the popular imagination. It is not uncommon for debates to arise about space exploration and the possibility of humans one day reaching places as extreme as 55 Cancri e. However, even if some crazy billionaire wanted to create an ambitious mission, current technology doesn't come close to supporting such a journey. Still, research like this serves as a constant reminder of how much we need to invest in science, astronomy, and technology. It is precisely by pushing the boundaries of knowledge that we can gradually broaden our horizons and eventually turn unthinkable dreams into tangible realities. What, for us today, is a shining dot in the sky, could be the site of future exploration or even an inspiration to rethink our own planet. Now I want to know your opinion. What do you think of this spectacular story of a planet covered in diamonds? Could we ever even think of exploring such an inhospitable place? Leave your comment below, sharing your impressions and crazy theories about this shining world. If you enjoyed this topic and want to stay up to date with more surprising cosmic discoveries, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This way, you won't miss any updates about the universe and all its fascinating curiosities. Thank you very much for your company so far and see you on your next interplanetary trip.